You know, in all the videos that I've done so far, I've not once come right out and said, this is a stock that you should be buying. And to the contrary, actually, at the end of every video, I inform you that this is not investing advice and encourage you to do your own due diligence before investing in any stock or ETF. Well, for the first time in all of my videos, I'm going to actually, no, I still can't do it. I'm going to point out, however, a stock that, in my own personal opinion, has been way oversold, that has had a lot of fear put into investors, and the fear of a possible or a well talked about potential dividend cut, I believe, is personally already priced into the everyday trading price of this stock. Stick around and let's discuss. The stock that I'm talking about is Northwest Healthcare Real Estate Investment Trust. Northwest Health currently trades at $6.75 per share, down from well over $10 just over a year ago. And the concern with the dividend getting cut is because of the current high interest rates and the fact that Northwest Healthcare does carry a fair amount of debt. The dividend has ballooned to 12.29% given the current trading price of the stock. It pays 6.667 cents per month. Say that three times fast. And as I said, it does pay out every month. But there's been a lot of talk and a lot of fear and a lot of uncertainty about Northwest potentially cutting the dividend or pulling back a bit on the dividend because of those current interest rates and the added expense in their monthly financial statements. The adjusted funds from operations are not what they were when they were earlier paying out the dividend. And now there's a fear because they may be going over that 100% that they may be paying out more than they're actually bringing in. But there's some optimism. If you want the pessimistic view, you could say that if and when the dividend cut does occur, that Northwest could drop into the $4 or $5 trading range, as we've seen with some others that have made cuts to their dividend. But the optimistic point of view, which is one I try to hold, is that this is temporary because the business is not in a real threat other than the current interest rates and the added expenses into their income statement every month because of the high interest and the debt that they hold. We know that inflation has been gradually going down in both the Canada and the US for the last couple of months. And so the hope is that future interest rates will be more favorable to those companies like real estate investment trusts that have debt. At the same time, Northwest holds a 97% occupancy rate, with many of those long term contracts and also many of those tied to inflation. So the added interest expense every month is certainly hurting them, but there's not been a great effect yet to the revenue that's coming in. So obviously, if those expenses can get more under control, then the revenue and the revenue is still there or increasing, then that's going to be good for the business and then good for us as shareholders. So that's going to wrap it up for this week. As I always say, this has not been investing advice, but I am giving you a little bit of a pitch here as to a stock that might be a good one to look at just based on where it currently trades and what may or may not happen in the future. As I always ask, if you've enjoyed this video or any of the videos that you see on my site, I would politely ask you to consider hitting that Marksy's Place icon to subscribe, as well as hitting that like button on this video. Until next time, take care and we'll talk to you soon.